So in today's class, we are going to discuss the SR latch using your NAND gate. So we call it as a S bar R bar latch using NAND gate. So in my previous class, we had discussed about SR latch using NOR gate. So already you know how the SR latch works using your NOT gate, and we had seen the various conditions when we give the input as 0 0, 1 0, 0 1 and 1 1, and how the SR latch behaves accordingly. So when it was 0 0, it was no change, that is the latch remains in the present state. When S was 1 and R was 0, the latch is in a set state, and when S is 0, R is 1, we call it as a reset state, and when S and R are both 1 1, we have the invalid condition. Now let us design a S bar R bar latch using your NAND gate. So here, this is the logic symbol of your S bar R bar latch. Here you can see we have the two inputs S bar and R bar. We have shown it with a bubble, and then we have the Q and Q bar as an output. The circuit diagram for the S bar R bar latch using NAND gate is shown here, where you are replacing the NOR gate with a NAND gate. So the first input to the NAND gate, which we have labeled it as X, the upper NAND gate we have labeled it as X, has the input S bar. The lower NAND gate, which we have labeled it as Y, is having the input R bar, and then you can see the output of the upper NAND gate is fed back as an input to the lower NAND gate. That is the output from, that is Q is fed back as an input to the lower NAND gate labeled as Y, and Q bar is fed back as an input to the upper NAND gate. We have labeled it as A and B. Okay, so normally this is how the circuit diagram of the NAND gate SR latch looks like, and this is your logic symbol. So can anybody tell what is the NAND gate truth table? NAND gate truth table, we have A, B and the output Y. So for 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So here if you see, the NAND gate output will be, it will be 1 1 1 and 0. So this is what is the output of your NAND gate. Okay, so here you can see that the output of NAND gate is high. The output of NAND gate is high whenever both or either of the input is low. Whenever both or either of the input is low. So if you have one input as 0, then the output of the NAND gate is going to be high. Okay, now keeping in this mind, now let us understand the working of SR latch. Now how does a SR R bar latch works? Okay, let us take the first condition. The first condition is you have S bar 0 and R bar as 0. S bar is 0, R bar is 0. So if you look into the truth table of the NAND gate, if you look into the input of the NAND gate, so what is that? When either or both the input are low, the output is going to be high. So here, when either or both the input are low, we are going to get output as high for the NAND gate. So here you can see Q is also 1 and Q bar is also 1. So as we all know that if Q is 1, Q bar should be the complement of Q. That is, if Q is 1, Q bar should be 0. Or if Q is 0, Q bar should be 1. That is what we need to have. But here you can see that as both the input to the upper and the lower NAND gate, that is S bar and R bar, are 0 0, at that time the output of both the NAND gates are going to be high. So in this case, this is an invalid condition. This is an invalid condition. So we cannot have both Q and Q bar as 1. So in this case, we state that as Q and Q bar both are 1 1, we state this state as an invalid state. Okay, now let us move on to the next state of the truth table. Okay, now here in the first state you can also see that when S bar and R bar are 0, okay, Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is also equal to 1. So when any one of the input is 0, the output of the NAND gate is going to be 1. So when S bar and R bar are equal to 0, the state is undefined state. So the state is an undefined state, or we call it as an invalid state. Why? Because Q bar should be the complement of Q. So Q bar should be the complement of Q. So it is in the metastable state. So we call it as an undefined state or an invalid state. Fine. Now, after understanding the first state where the input of S bar and R bar are 0 0, let us understand the next input to the S and R bar. So in the next condition where S is 0 and R is 1. S is 0, R is 1. So here what happens is that, as we know, when either of the input is low, the output is going to be high. So the value of this Q is going to be 1. So this 1 is going to come to this input here. So 1 1, when it is 1 1, you can see here when it is 1 1, both the inputs are high to the NAND gate, it is going to be low. So here what happens? Q is 1 and Q bar is 0. So Q is 1 and Q bar is 0. So now, as we know, Q bar is the complement of Q. So when S is 0 and R is 1, Q is going to be 1 and Q bar is going to be 0. So this state in this SR R bar latch flip flop is called as a set state. Okay, now let us move on to understand the next state of the truth table. That is when S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. So when S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0, at that time you can see here that as R bar is 0, we are going to have Q bar as 1. And when this one goes here, when this one is going here as an input, what will happen? Q is going to be 0. So Q is going to be 0. So here when S bar is 1 and R bar is 0, the output Q is going to be low, whereas Q bar is going to be high. So this state is called as a reset state. So this state is called as a reset state. Okay. Now, after understanding the first three state, okay, now let us move on to the last state of this particular latch. Okay, that is when S bar and R bar are both 1. So when S bar and R bar are both 1, okay, so here we don't know what will be the other value. What could be the other value at the next input? Okay, now here you can see I have denoted it as X. Why? Because I don't know what is the next input value that I am going to have. Whether it is going to be 0 or it is going to be 1. Similarly here, whether it is going to be 0 or whether it is going to be 1. So we don't know exactly what is the next input that the NAND gate is going to have. So in that case, what we are going to do is we are going to have we are going to take two cases. We are going to take two cases. In case 1, okay, in case 1, what we are going to do is we assume that we assume we assume that q equal to 0. We assume that q equal to 0. Okay, so if q equal to 0, if q equal to 0, okay, so if q is taken as 0, what will happen? This 0 is coming out here, this 0 is coming out here. So at the input of the lower NAND gate, R bar is 1 and the other input to the NAND gate is 0. So when it is 0 1, the output of the NAND gate is going to be high. So Q bar is going to be 1. So Q bar is going to be 1. Okay, so you can see that when this one now flows to this state, when this one flows to this state, okay, so what is happening? 1 1, it is going to be 0. So when you see the present state is 0, and after this one is coming as an input to this NAND gate, the next state is also going to be 0. Similarly, when this 0 is coming here, the present state was 1 and the next state of Q bar is also, sorry, going to be 1. So when I say q is equal to 0 and q bar equal to 1, when q bar equal to 1, you can see that the present state of q is 0 as well as the next state of q is also 0, whereas in q bar the present state also is 1 and the next state of q bar is also going to be 1. So we have q plus, which we represent as a next state, is going to be 0, and q bar plus, that is the q bar plus, is also going to be 1. So we can see that the next state is same as the previous state. The next state is same as the previous state. Okay, so this is case 1 that we have discussed. So by taking or by assuming that the q value is 0, q value is 0, correct, and q bar value as 1. We are assuming it, students, we are assuming it. Now let us take the second case. Let us take the second case. In case 2, okay, in case 2, let us take assume let us assume that q is now equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0. So in case 2, what we are doing? We are assuming, we have to assume that q is 1 and q bar is 0. So we have S bar as 1, R bar as 1. Now what we are assuming? We are assuming that q is equal to 1 and q bar is equal to 0. So q bar is equal to 0. So when this one comes here, initially we have assumed that q is equal to 1, q bar is equal to 0. We'll see what will be the next state. When this one comes to the lower NAND gate along with R as 1 and the input that is coming from the upper NAND gate is 1. So 1 1, it is going to be 0. So here you can see that again the next state is same as that of the previous state. That is, the next state is same as that of the previous state what we had assumed. Okay, now when this 0 is flowing to the as an input to the upper NAND gate, what is happening? The value of S bar is 1. The other input to this NAND gate coming is 0. So 1 0, it is going to be 1. So what was the previous state? The previous state was 1 and the next state is also 1. So here you can see that whatever state we had assumed, that is the previous state was 1 and the next state what we are getting is also 1. So in case 1 we saw that here, now here you can see q plus is also 1, whereas q plus bar is also 0. So here you can see in case 2, we have the next state same as that of the previous state. In case 1 also you saw that the next state was same as that of the previous state. So you can see that in both the cases where I took q as 0 and q bar as 1 and q equal to 1 and q bar equal to 0. Okay, so in case 1 and case 2 we saw that in both the cases the state of the flip-flop did not change. So there was no change in the state of the flip-flop. The next state and the previous state remained the same, so they were in the present state only. So in the truth table you can see that when S bar and R bar are both 1 1, when S bar and R bar are both 1 1, there is no change in the state. There is no change in the state. So this is how we uh, explain the S bar R bar latch using NAND gate. So if you compare the truth table of the S bar R bar latch using NAND gate and the SR latch using NOR gate, you can see it is a reverse of the NAND gate. Okay, so here you can see when we had 0 0, we could say it remains in the present state, whereas in the NAND gate when it is 0 0, it is an invalid state, and this state is nothing but the state in a NOR gate SR latch when both input S and R are 1 1. Okay, and when in NOR gate when both input are 1 1, that is S and R are 1 1, in the NAND gate it is in a present state. So exactly the reverse what you can find in your NOR gate implementation of your SR latch, NOR gate SR latch. So here we have the logic symbol of the SR R bar latch. So the bubble indicates the complement of both S and R, and then we have the output Q and Q bar. So either of the one logic symbol you can use. Then we have the circuit of SR latch, where you can see we have NAND gate being used in place of NOR gate. So this is how we understand the SR latch using NAND gate. Thank you.